Hey, this is Curt. Welcome to my David and Goliath channel with the Battle Within Mindset series. Got a cute story to tell you today. It might not be black and white. So this was a long time ago when my fourth oldest child was about 5 years old, sitting on her mother's lap, and they were going through photo albums. Our family loves photo albums. And they were just flipping through pictures from when my wife, we're 65 now, was a little girl. And obviously the pictures back then were all in black and white. And so they were flipping through looking at pictures in her growing up years. So as my wife grew up, the pictures went from now black and white to a little bit of color pictures as color cameras came on the scene as we were growing up. And my little 5-year-old at the time just paused and said, "Mom, was it boring when you grew up?" And of course, my wife said, "Well, no, I had a wonderful childhood. It wasn't boring. We had fun, we had toys, and on and on." And she said, No. Was it boring? I would have missed color." So my young daughter assumed rightly that a camera captures what's really there. And the camera was capturing the picture without colors, thus color didn't exist. Do you see the correlation there? There's a movie like that somewhere about color coming into the world. And so the moral of this story is what we perceive, what we look at, what we take in isn't always reality. It is our perception of reality. So when we look at our life, we look at the challenges that face us, we look at our business, we look at our entrepreneurial aspirations, we're not seeing it exactly as it is. We're seeing it as we filter it in and how we are perceiving the world. And the good news is you can change that. If you tend to be negative, you can change that to positive. You get to decide how you're perceiving the world. Thus, you get to decide your attitude and your paradigms as you move towards your future. Now, trust me, I believe in some absolutes. There are things that are definitely right and definitely wrong. I'm not talking about some shades of gray and wishy-washy thinking here. That's not what this is about at all. This is about you being able to really understand where you're at, where you want to go, and oftentimes it's going to take more than your input, more than your changing. You're going to want a multitude of counselors. You're going to have for safety and for success. That's a biblical principle. It's a principle just in business, period. Get a lot of input as you process. See, you might be looking at something right now, like my little girl did, and see it black and white. It might not be black and white. There might be things that you don't understand, you don't comprehend, you don't process, you're not taking in. You need good data. Then you need the ability to think through and say, okay, what am I missing here? Have you asked yourself that question if you're feeling stuck? Just, what am I missing? See, when your brain asks a question, it looks for an answer. So don't just accept, well, that's the way it is because I saw it, I know it's that way. Well, don't be so sure of yourself. Be sure that you can find out more. Be sure that you can keep learning. Those are the things to be sure of. So as that battle rages within your mind, and you are renewing your mind, taking every thought captive in your mind, and making your mind a tool for you to use instead of letting tapes, instead of letting perceptions just roll through without any grasp, without any analyzation. That's what will destroy you. But if you take those thoughts, analyze them, work on them, and move forward, once you win that battle within and understand how to win those battles within, and even realizing what you're perceiving right now might not be the whole story or exactly reality, it's going to help you advance, move, learn, grow, evolve. So it might not be black and white. I hope you will consider to at least having an open mind about this kind of stuff so that you can train your mind more fully to be that warrior within, so that when the days ahead come, that you'll be that warrior for every battle that you're called to fight. Anyway, yeah, like, subscribe, share this channel. There's lots of young warriors. I'm 65, so anybody under 65. There's lots of young warriors out there that in our culture, they haven't been taught how to think. They haven't been taught how to renew their mind. And I'm on a mission to help them win that battle within.